Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Zero Show podcast. I am InfiniteGates.
I am Bumpy Gaming.
I'm Lightning Cayo.
And I'm the Console Warrior.
Ooh, a comeback
We
guest.
decided to let you stick around for another episode because because you had a few other things you wanted to talk about, right?
Yeah, especially with new events, I'm definitely happy to return again.
Yeah.
Speaking of new, we recently got the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity demo. That finally came out.
Yep, it's just came out right when we were recording on this video, actually.
Yeah. They just did a direct mini.
They did?
Yep. And
oh yeah.
They did a whole direct mini, then they said, "Hey, we're dropping a demo for you all to play with."
Oh, cool.
They even showed the release date for the game.
November 20th.
Isn't it coming out like
played the original?
Oh.
Yeah, next month.
Cool.
Speaking of the game, it's not that different from the last Hyrule Warriors, but I think, I don't know, is it trying to be a spin-off or is it actually canon to Breath of the Wild?
I think it's just like it looks like it's going to be canon because it's supposed to be a prequel if I'm correct.
Yeah, it takes place 100 years before Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild 2 was going to end up being.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Still waiting on Breath of the Wild 2, Nintendo.
Come on, Ninty. And give us Odyssey 2 while you're at it.
What about Metroid Prime 4? We've been waiting on that for 3 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, now let's stop this before we turn into impatient Nintendo fans.
Ew.
As for the demo, it looks like there's no weapon durability, which, thank God, I cannot stand that in Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
They're still fighting big bad guys, little bad guys. They don't really seem to do anything. They just try to attack you, but in all honesty, they're just cannon fodder.
Mm-hmm.
It's a problem I have with these warrior type games is the regular bad guys. They don't do anything. They just stand around and they try and hit you, but they whiff.
So far, what's cool about it just looks, how flashy it is. That's really what stands out from it, for me at least. But
I follow.
The game is
a lot
I've
of
never
the
played a Dynasty
warrior games like
or Hyrule Warriors, but it's all right. Nothing too special so far from what I've played.
Apparently, doing world map stuff like cooking or whatever helps increase a meter or something for each landmark in the game. Also, the little baby guardian egg. I bet you that thing's going to get destroyed, and when the game comes out, people are going to cry about it.
They cry about everything, Nintendo.
Yeah.
Because you took what's normally a deadly, monstrous enemy from Breath of the Wild, and you turn it into a cute, marketable little machine.
They do that with everything now. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of R2-D2 from Star Wars.
A little bit, I guess. I think more like BB-8.
Oh yeah, that's a more closer comparison.
I don't know why I did a BB-8 impression.
Honestly,
I suck.
if you enjoyed Hyrule Warriors, the first one, I think you'll find something to enjoy in Age of Calamity. I might get it just for the fact that I want to, enjoy the story of Breath of the Wild and how it all led up. Because while Breath of the Wild did cover everything that led up to 100 years passing or whatever, it didn't really cover everything. So all I'm really hoping for is that this game's story tries to fill in some of the gaps.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to the most.
Yep.
Story seems interesting. Mhm.
Other
But,
than that, it's mostly just the same of the last game.
Hyrule Warriors or Breath of the Wild?
Hyrule Warriors and a lot of the other Dynasty Warrior type games.
Didn't they do a Fire Emblem one?
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
You know what would be nice?
And honestly, Mario Warriors.
Yeah, you knew I was gonna go there, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Or how about just Nintendo Warriors in general?
I heard that they wanted to do Star Fox Warriors, but I guess they decided against it.
Plus, you got Starlink.
It would. Yeah.
Who the hell even
Starlink is there. I even forgot that Starlink was a thing. When I think Ubisoft, I automatically think Rayman or Brawlhalla.
Yeah.
I have the game, but I haven't been playing it. I think I just got through the first part or the first world, and that's it.
Most people probably got it for the Star Fox exclusivity on Switch.
Yeah. Big Star Fox fan here.
Because Star Fox Zero, let's be honest, really didn't do the series any favors.
Nope.
Yeah.
I actually have the game, but I never got around to playing it.
But I'm glad I got this the little toy that comes with it. It looks really cool.
Wait, what toy?
The one that comes with Starlink. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll image flash it.
Okay. Unfortunately, the little Star Fox or Fox McCloud figure doesn't look that good though. It comes with a toy.
Not really.
But just the R-wing. The R-wing looks sick.
I actually have, because I remember a couple years ago, this company called Jack Pacific, they had the line to make Nintendo figures, and I managed to get all 4 members of the Star Fox crew.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
Fox, Falco, Peppy, and Slippy. I can image flash those.
I'm pretty sure they did Fox and Falco plushes as well.
Yeah, they did. I don't have those, though, but I can image flash.
I got Fox and Falco amiibos, saved me the trouble of having to unlock the special R-Wings in Star Fox Zero. And apparently, I got the Fox amiibo pretty early when it came out, and it was considered a rare amiibo at the time.
I actually got the Fox amiibo for Christmas that year.
I have the Fox amiibo actually.
Yeah.
I almost got the Fox amiibo like God knows how long. Just because why not? I didn't have a Wii U at the time. I just wanted to get it because of why not, but I ended up not getting it.
Actually, you want to know something funny?
But I got amiibo.
Yeah. You want to know something funny? Like I remember I got Fox and Falco like 2 back-to-back Christmas. Christmas 2014 I got Fox, and 2015 I got Falco. And then I ended up getting Wolf later on for Ultimate. I got all 3 of them, image flash.
I only have Fox and Wolf. Fox was actually the first amiibo that I've owned.
The first amiibo I got was Meta Knight from the Kirby line of amiibo.
I have both Meta Knights.
My first one was Samus. Smash 4 Samus.
Yeah, my first 2 were actually Mario and Samus, which I got the day Smash for Wii U came out, but I had to wait till Christmas to actually get Smash for Wii U. It's called a cruel irony.
Well, I guess since all the Zelda talk is over, I briefly wanted to bring up something that I thought was pretty hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Google Stadia?
Oh yeah, Google Stadia. A dev from Google Stadia by the name of Alex Hutchinson made a very interesting tweet that got torn apart by the internet collectively. And I'm going to paraphrase it a little bit because I can't remember the tweet off the top of my head. But what he said is, he believes that streamers and content creators on Twitch and YouTube should pay developers to show their game on their channels.
Really?
What?
Really?
Yes.
What?
Yeah. Yep, I'm not joking. And two things I wanted to bring up about this. One, a company like Nintendo, they used to have something called a Nintendo Partnership Program, but they got rid of that because people didn't like it, and they would still post Nintendo games on their channel without being part of the partnership. And years later, they got rid of that completely because they realized what they did back then was stupid. If Nintendo, as ass backwards as they are, can revoke their thoughts like that, then someone at Google Stadia trying to do that in 2020, yeah, that's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing, Google made an official statement after that tweet blew up, right in Alex Hutchinson's face, and Google said that Alex Hutchinson does not speak for the majority of people at Google.
Oh wow.
Man.
So yeah, we're safe. We're safe, hopefully.
Yeah.
So is he like fired or something?
He did say on his Twitter that he was an official Google Stadia dev, but now not anymore.
Oh, okay. So
someone got fired for being controversial.
You can take that as you will. You could take that as you will, but everybody seems to think, yeah, his ass got fired after making that tweet.
Oh no. Well, what if they gave him cock and ball torture in their fucking basement?
The Google basement.
Along with the Google Stadia console.
Yep.
That's where that's going.
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta be honest with you. I remember by this time last year, like, marketing for the Stadia was everywhere. And then when it came out, I completely forgot about it.
Yeah,
what the marketing, I believe we made fun of that in podcast.
Yeah, episode 3?
I think so.
Wait, wasn't, is it like an actual, like, a physical console?
It's more like you get something that can connect to your TV, and the main little, I don't even know how to pronounce it, a stub. The stub connects to the internet, and depending on even how good your internet is, it allows you to do cloud streaming. It's sort of like PlayStation Plus. Or no, sorry, PlayStation Now on PS4.
I was about to say, is it
it's
like
that
Ouya console?
Yes, it is. It is like Ouya. And
God damn
you
it,
can't
Google,
even really...
like, yeah, Jesus Christ.
What is Ouya again?
It doesn't even work for people. It doesn't even work for people if you have a shit internet connection.
Oh yeah, Ouya was like a video game, not really like a console, but like basically a console that can play mobile games on your TV.
Oh.
And it was like it succeeded, but the console was shit.
Wait a minute. I think I heard Scott the Woz talk about that once.
Yeah.
Micro consoles video? I think that's what the video was. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it might have been that video.
But you know what? But just in case it is, or if I find the video later on, image flash.
And about Google Stadia, just nobody talked about it after the first month it released. Because cloud streaming isn't really ready yet.
Yeah.
But companies like Google think that they can be the first ones out there. Xbox is trying to do Project X Cloud, which is their version of Google Stadia cloud streaming service. But so far, it's only working on Android, nothing for iOS. Just, I don't know. After what Alex Hutchinson said, I believe, my personal thought, he got fired after what he said. And, well, I guess Google doesn't have any room for people who think like that.
Nope. Because they're a bunch of geniuses.
But, yeah, genius. Speaking of genius, what's been going on your end, Infinite? We haven't really done a podcast episode because of something that was going on your end.
Oh, yeah. This was mentioned in the anniversary video, so I'll finally go into full detail. So, it was like a month ago. I think it was September 25th. I come home from school, and there's no internet. I got told it was going to come back on Monday. That Monday comes, doesn't happen. It's apparently... we thought it was because... I think it might have been because, like, some water company down, like, the street, like, accidentally dug into, like, our providers, our provider at the time, their, like, lines and, like, whatever the hell they were going through, and it knocked, like, the internet out. And, we ended up getting, like, a bunch of further delays because, And then, what was it, a couple of weeks ago, I got the news that we were going... Basically, there's this other internet provider, which apparently is very good. We got the news that we were going to get that on, like, whatever is, like, the Saturday that week. That Saturday comes, no
Saturday
internet,
comes.
ended up getting delayed more. Found out that provider can't come through where we are because they have a contract with the previous internet provider we have, and we just apparently, but then there was an exception. Another internet provider was in, and then we finally a few days ago, my mom ordered the internet service. The modem got hooked up yesterday as of we're recording, and today it finally got activated, and I finally have internet after a month. And it is currently October 28th, 2020 as of the time of recording. And yeah, it's been over a month, but I'm finally back after this whole internet bullshit.
Excellent. So what do you think you'll do now that you have your internet back?
Go back to what I was usually doing back when I had internet.
You mean posting memes and doing fuck all?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Actually, wait. I just remembered something about that internet.
Oh, what is it?
I think one of the reasons it got delayed was because the guy who was supposed to do it was on vacation.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's bullshit. But we finally got internet back today.
And plus, I think you live in like one of those areas where they got to get permission from somebody in order to do it.
Yep.
Really?
Definitely. Yeah.
That's interesting. I have a friend who lives all the way in the Doonies, and it's just like his internet's really poor for him. So.
I'll just drop the name of my state in the chat. Because I have a feeling if I say it on podcast, people are going to try and, like, attempt to dox me for some reason. Yeah, I live here.
I see.
Yeah. And if it does get said, I can just edit it out and post.
All right.
Which it hasn't. So yay. Yay, I'm free.
Yeah. Free from editing hell.
Yep. And I've done that before. Episode 3.
Pain. That's all I gotta say.
I guess if we're talking about pain and suffering, Console, you had something you wanted to bring up?
Oh yes. So we had an update a long time ago. We talked about Master Roshi on the channel last podcast, but they also added some different things. Like so there's a new system or new rule on ranked that matches only go first to 2, and a lot of people are complaining about it, including me.
Because I also did play one round of ranked for DBFC. I've been trying out Cooler, so I can help my little brother get better with Cooler. I got him the game for his birthday.
Oh, that's nice.
So I'm proud of that, and I want to, help him get better. So I take Cooler online, and after the set, 2 rounds go by, and I realized, oh, they reverted it back to Season 1 ranked.
Oh yeah. And let's just say
where it was best of 3, and then whoever won 2 rounds, then that's it. It kicks you out, and you have to go fight somebody else.
Yeah. I gotta say, it's
what was it like before?
It was there was no first to 3. It's just infinite matches until until one of them leaves. Which is it's better for me, but I understand why they did it. They did it so people won't farm, and which I totally understand.
For rank points.
Yeah, because the more you wins you get, the higher your rank is. But that might not be.
It's like a good ranking system, unlike Smash Brothers.
Yeah. Well, it definitely is. It's definitely better. But like, as my point says, I understand why they decided to go to first to 3 or first to 2, or best of 2, because so they don't farm. So I was like, why not just do best of 3 then? That's what I always go for. And it's really hard for me to do this as a player, as a just someone who plays the game, and a content creator, because for one thing, unlike Smash, Fighters takes a lot of time to load the game. It actually loads a while just to get in the match. So finding
at least on the Switch version.
Yeah, the Switch version. I'm not too sure about other versions. In my opinion, the Switch version
loads pretty quickly.
I see.
PS4, PC, and Xbox load really quickly compared to the Switch version.
Yeah, Nintendo's online sucks. That's for certain.
True.
Yeah, remember on the Wii U when it was actually good?
Yeah.
I got the Wii U literally a month after the Switch came out, so yeah, whoops.
And then what happened to that Wii U?
What happened to that Wii U? My mom dropped it, trying to carry it to my room, and the repair bill was like $200. So yeah, we don't have a Wii U, but we have a Switch now, so yeah.
Hey, the Switch is pretty much replacing the Wii U at this point.
Yeah, like that thing would ever continue making games besides the Just Dance.
Like the Dreamcast is making games more than the Wii U at the moment.
Yeah, that is so true.
I guess. Yeah, now that you bring up consoles, and then speaking of PlayStation, oh boy, I'm gonna kick the hornet's nest with this one. Any of you have a PS4?
I don't.
Know that's probably a stupid question.
Yeah, my brother does.
I have a console?
No, I don't. Actually, it is a console.
Then this will be interesting news for you guys. PlayStation recently had a system update, so that way you can get the console ready for the PS5, so cross-platform party chats and such can be a thing.
Oh.
The update comes out, and they have a major change to the party and messaging system. Now parties and messages are intertwined with each other, not separate. If you want to start a party, you have to pick players from your messages, so you can start a party there. When back before this update, you could just start a party and people can join in freely. Now in this update, people cannot join your party. You have to invite them via messages, which is convoluted and stupid for one. And two, here's the big kicker. There's a little message that pops up every time you start a party. And you know what? I'm going to pop on my PS4 so I can remember the exact wording of it.
This is unprofessional.
Yes,
this is special. I want everyone to listen just to understand why people don't like this update at all.
Okay.
Of course, there are other things that this update has done. It's caused people's PS4s to crash or soft lock. not even load friendless, or just some games can't even be played.
Damn, alright.
Yeah, this update just crashed some people's PS4s. Mine's fine, but we're talking about PS4 Pros, PS4s, PS4 Slims, and this update is just destroying them. But here's the notification it tells you. About party safety. We want PlayStation Network to be fun for everyone, which is why we have a community code of conduct. Please be aware that voice chats in parties may be recorded and sent to us by other users. By participating in voice chats, you agree to your voice being recorded.
Yeah.
Why would they do that? That's kind of invasion of privacy.
Yeah, that's a big
It gets
no-no.
better. When behaviors that violate the community code of conduct are reported, PlayStation Safety will review the reports and check if there have been genuine violations. These recordings will be used only for safety and moderation purposes by PlayStation Safety. End quote. Yeah. This whole update says, hey, people can record what you say and send it to PlayStation, so that way they can get your ass banned if you say something that's, makes someone feel butthurt.
Oh my god.
God. What if they're joking?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
People misunderstood what this meant. People thought it meant that PlayStation themselves were listening into your parties. That's not true. What's really true is PS5 owners, when the console comes out, there is an option where you can record party audio and such, and you can send that party audio to PlayStation themselves from the PS5 system.
Oh, that's cool.
Because apparently the PS4 and PS5 are going to have cross-gen parties and cross-gen games you can play with each other. It saves PlayStation the trouble of having their own built-in report system when it comes to party audio. But yeah, what you've said earlier, that this sounds like an invasion of privacy, it kind of is, but here's a little thing. You carry around a phone. Phones record everything you say and do. So really, what's the difference? If Apple's doing it, then Sony as well. Who cares? You've already kind of consented to that lifestyle.
yeah, and actually, I want to bring up a brief little something. It like what you're talking about reminded me of this.
What?
First thing I should mention, we're not recording this over Discord. We're recording this over Skype, and we haven't had a single problem so far in terms of audio quality.
Yeah, besides my phone crashing, I haven't had a single problem.
Yeah, but this is what I want to get into. Like, in order for you guys to actually hear me on Skype, because see, I use a Mac computer, and I had to go through all the system preferences saying, do you want Skype to allow your microphone? Do you want Skype to record your voice? I mean, yeah, and nobody ever complains about that shit, because that if you think about it, that's kind of an essential to actually fucking use the software.
Yeah. If it were something like PlayStation actually recording in on your party audio, then I'd be raising red flags. But no, this is just something community people in your party can do if they want to either submit something that you said, like, you said the N-word on party audio.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I don't like that. Or what could be worse, if somebody just flat out doesn't like you.
Oh.
And they just want to ruin your... They just want to get you banned off PlayStation, period. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Another thing about party audio, people who you block on PlayStation, they can join your party, and you can still hear them, but they can't hear you.
What? Why?
Yeah. That's one of the changes they made to the party audio.
I don't know what to say to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The point of blocking someone is to, not hear from them ever again, or be in a party or play a game with them online.
Yeah.
But nope. PlayStation just decides to say, screw it. We're not going to think this over. We're just going to get this patch out right now.
Yeah, because God forbid we don't hype up our new console for one day.
Also, there are some other changes, like changes to the parental controls and whatnot. I'm not going to go over those, at least probably not now, but I wanted to get this whole party audio out of the way. Because, yeah, this has been a really big talking point for PlayStation owners. Now, I don't mind PS5 taking the extra precautions and, getting people to report like that, but they could have worded it better.
Oh, yeah. They definitely could have.
Because PlayStation had to come up with an official response to this whole thing and say that this is something for PS5 owners. We're not actually listening into your party chats. I'm paraphrasing that a little bit, but I hope you catch what I mean.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I could not agree more with you.
And community events can no longer be created. Only official events allowed by PlayStation can be shown.
Okay.
So if, say, you want to post an event for your friends that you're hosting a Dragon Ball FighterZ tournament online, you can't do that anymore. You can only look at events that are posted by PlayStation, like Fortnite events.
Ugh, not the F word.
Because that's clearly better than having making a community or promoting other games that have events that could be made. But nope, we just want to shove Fortnite and Mortal Kombat 11 tournaments down your throat for events.
Yeah, even though Fortnite isn't really that relevant anymore.
Not really.
Or at least not as relevant as Epic makes it out to be.
The whole communities tab is perfectly fine. Everything else. Also, trophies got a little bit of a change.
Oh?
It's just stupid. Bragging rights stuff. Originally, the more trophies you got, the more your number would go up. Mine was originally level 12. No one gives a damn unless you're a completionist or whatever. Now they've updated it, so now my level is 242. When the update finished and I looked at the trophy number, I thought, is my PlayStation 4 broken or something?
Oh my god.
That was my initial thought.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, the PS4, just that one party and message change really got people's panties in a twist.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm done. Sorry.
It's okay. Because I have something I want to talk about.
Oh boy.
All right.
Okay,
let's change subjects.
Okay. So you remember back in episode 8 when I talked about Madagascar a little wild?
Yeah.
And I still had a couple more episodes left. Well, I'm here to talk about them.
Alrighty. We're just going to pull out of their ass this time.
Alright, well, first off, I want to mention, there is a Halloween special out now. I just haven't gotten the chance to see that yet. When I do, we'll talk about it at some point.
Alrighty then.
Actually, fun fact, we were going to do an episode 8.5, but then we just kept adding, where I just talk about A Little Wild, but then we just kept adding on to this, and so it kind of became episode 9.
That, and I want to drop the 0.5 thing that we had.
Oh,
just
yeah.
Seems a bit natural.
Oh, yeah.
Next episode.
Yeah. Anyways, so I'm going to talk about 4 episodes here. So, episode 3, I'm going to tell you what happens in it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so, oh god. So, Alex the lion, him being the big performer that he is. Yeah, he decides one day he wants to change his act. He doesn't feel that his normal stuff is good anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not drawing in crowds. But you know what is drawing in crowds?
What?
What?
Sea lions.
sea lions.
Yeah.
But regular lions don't like. Alex doesn't like swimming.
Nope. I'm swimming back to New York! Unless he's in that kind of situation.
I know my chances are slim, but I have to try.
Yeah, so yeah, they meet the sea lions, and they're just gaining all the attention from Alex, and then Marty, Melman, and Gloria are fans of him, and they're like, "Oh, I'm your biggest fan," and everything, and so they're going over there, and Alex sees their act, and then he decides he wants to mimic that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I can't see how this will end badly.
Yeah, so he keeps saying, Marty, Melvin, Gloria, just, do what they're doing, except it's worse because they're not fucking sea animals.
Mm.
And then the moral of, and take a wild fucking guess as to what the moral of the episode is.
Be yourself.
Ding, 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 what do we have for him, Johnny?
Not a new car, just a thin face of disappointment.
Yeah. And then Alex, and then at the end, the resolution is that Alex actually does his act, and then everyone sees that, and they're like, and then him and the sea lions can coexist in peace.
Oh, so just do the thing that wasn't working again, and then it works. Ooh.
Yeah, for some reason.
Yep.
This is so. I'm not usually one to even try and put the pieces together, like how the Arkham Knight is Jason Todd, Red Hood. But even something as dumb like this episode, just be yourself. Come on, really? It's that obvious.
Yeah.
Just don't be a poser. That would have been a better moral there.
Yeah, or hey, maybe if the episode was actually, what's the word? Oh yeah, good.
That's a good thing. That's true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there's even I think I showed you this in our regular group chat. There's a shot in this episode where Gloria dabs. I'll image flash that.
Oh no!
Disgusting.
Yeah.
No.
Just thought of that makes me want to vomit.
No, it makes I'm gonna unleash my inner Axel from X7. No.
Dabbing was never popular, even when it was, starting to be relevant.
And you know what? DreamWorks is working on a 4th Madagascar, so don't be shocked if they get it in there.
Hmm.
And you know what?
Oh,
If they do put a dab in Madagascar 4, I will give everyone who puts a like on this video my social security number. Yes, so I'm basically asking to be doxxed.
Just, why? Why would you do this?
I don't know. Hey, because
this is going on my channel.
Oh. Well, yeah, it's going on your channel, but I can, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Jokes aside, I think Madagascar 4 definitely something I would look forward to. Just the concept, at least.
Yeah, it would be nice to see the circus gang again, at least.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
Anywho, what other episodes do we have before we can move on?
So episode 4 is about Gloria, okay? Oh god.
Mm.
And then you remember that pigeon I was telling you about?
Uh-oh.
Mm.
So okay, I'm just gonna say this here. The pigeon's name is Antony, not Anthony, but Antony because of his fucking New York accent.
Goddamn.
Oh, that's...
Yeah. Yeah, so so Gloria's doing her ballet practice one day, and I'm pretty sure it was Antony who told her this, but it could have been something else, but so don't take my word for it on this particular part, but Antony tells her, oh, they're doing Swan Lake at this theater in the city. And so Gloria decides she wants to go, so they do like the pipes. Remember I was telling you about that?
Yeah.
The pipes.
The Mario pipes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll quote Brody from last episode. What kind of Mario bullshit is this?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah, but even like the Mario cartoons are more educational than this. You know what?
Yeah.
Mario's early years are more educational than this shit.
Mm.
Anyways, so they get to the ballet theater. It's been a while since I've seen this episode, so I'm sorry if my memories are a little vague.
It's fine.
It's a little wild. Do you even care?
No.
I don't care either.
I thought so. Anyways, so Gloria, so they get into the ballet place. They get to the ballet place, and they have to put on disguises because
Mhm.
And Gloria disguises herself as a ballet dancer. And mind you, this is just... Remember how I said the things with the construction hats in episode 2, where it's just the animals wearing the construction hats and nothing else?
And it just works.
Yeah, like, this is just her wearing a goddamn tutu, and it works.
My God.
Until, this is the kicker. So the ballet instructor falls for it, because she's a fucking idiot. And then while she's on the stage there, Alex, Marty, and Melman are doing everything backstage. And I guess they mess up at some point, and I guess it's the common cliche of like her toe gets stuck to a rope, and then the lie is revealed.
Yeah.
And then it's revealed she's a hippo, and then the instructor's like, "Get out of my theater!" Even though Gloria actually kind of nailed that performance. Even if it's a hip... How about... Don't fucking No. That should be the moral of this episode. Don't fucking discriminate on hippos!
I know. Whatever the is.
Don't Oh, and then because now Gloria's all upset, and now they sing a song to cheer her up.
Because of course it's a kid.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they do a song every episode. I forgot to mention the one in episode 3. That's how forgettable it is. I'm pretty sure if I'm going off memory, the song was probably them telling Alex to be himself. Anyways, so here's the ending. So Gloria's, I guess, doing some ballet at the zoo. Or no, rather she's just swimming in the water. And then the ballet instructor finally comes to her senses. She actually does! And then the ballet instructor, it's her and the zookeeper going up to Gloria's thing, her display thing with the pool and shit.
Yeah.
And the ballet instructor said, "Oh, I want that hippo in my show. She's an excellent dancer." And the zookeeper says, "Bitch, you crazy. She ain't no dancer. She's just a hippo." Because, she's completely unaware of all this. Oh my God! Oh, this one is, the next episode I'm about to mention is the worst of the bunch.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah. And I'm only saying this because it has the poopy trope.
Oh dear God.
Console, do you know what I mean by poopy trope?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you remember me saying it was my name for the third act breakup point.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, poopy trope, and then when a piece of media does it more than once, that's when I say diarrhea trope. You could thank Cayo for that.
You're welcome.
Actually, fun fact: he created it because of another stinky DreamWorks production. Yeah, Trolls World Tour.
I believe there was. Yep.
Yeah.
Anywho, go on.
Yeah, so Antony tells them about this new baseball team that's in town. And
sounds fun.
And so Antony's telling him about this thing called the Green Drafts are playing. And then Melman takes it, and Melman thinks they're literally drafts who are green. So he wants to go.
Thank God. Really?
Yeah, Melman?
Yeah.
Oh, and they only named it the drafts just so they'd have a reason to go, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
think Melman would want to go anyways.
Yeah, because here's the thing. You know how Melman is supposed to be like, I don't, what's the word? Germophobic?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Timid.
he always thinks he's sick. Like, shouldn't he be nauseated by the thought of green drafts?
Kinda.
Sure.
What? Anyways.
I don't know.
So, well, actually, this show kind of fucks with the continuity, so who am I kidding? Yeah, so they go to the baseball stadium and they're getting the shirts and stuff for their team, Melman and Glory, and then Alex and Marty decide that they want to get the shirts for the two. Like, I think Alex gets the green drafts and Marty gets whatever the other one was. And they keep saying throughout the episode, even though we're rooting for the same team, we can still be best buds, and that's totally not going to come back to haunt us.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. So, and then they make a promise. They make a promise to each other. They make a promise to each other that they're both going to appear. Because you know how the baseball stadiums, they always do like the buddy cams or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they make a promise to appear on the buddy cam together, holding a giant pretzel. But then, because Alex is a Green Drafts fan, all the people, stupid as they are, to think that's actually a fucking kid and not a lion dressed as a kid. Yeah. So Alex, he goes there to his adoring fans. I'll meet up with you later, Marty. And then while he's there, there's a brief moment of him looking back at Marty, saying, I should probably go check on Marty because that promise I made. I'll stay with my fans a little longer. and then the buddy cam, it shows Marty on the buddy cam, but not Alex because he's still down there. Then when Alex finally decides to come back up, he says, "Oh, I got you the piece of the pretzel," and Marty's fucking pissed at him. And the rest of the episode is focused on this little falling out they have, and then they make up and yada yada yada.
Oh dear Jesus Christ!
Yeah, and then Melman and Gloria's plot was forgettable.
So forgettable. You only decided to talk about the one that has
Yeah.
that.
Anyway, so the final episode, currently the final episode of A Little Wild. The best way I can describe it, Gloria becomes an epic gamer.
Oh dear.
Oh, gamer dude.
Wait, what'd you say, gamer girl?
Gamer.
Are you referencing what I think you're referencing?
Gamer girl.
The Flash animation or whatever?
Don't you love it when people on YouTube or companies say gamer?
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
I can't even take gamers seriously anymore.
No. I just don't. Every time I hear gamer, a little bit of me dies inside.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as a gamer myself, I feel the same way.
Don't say gamer. Please, no more.
Gamer.
Frick you.
Anyway, so Gloria finds a handheld, I guess, in the Lost and Found. Some, Game Boy type shit.
Mm.
And
that's everybody's favorite console to use in these types of episodes.
Yeah.
Game Boy.
But although lately they've been doing the Switch, I think that Total Drama Baby show did that.
Oh dear.
Right.
Anyway, so Gloria finds a little handheld in the bin, and now she's addicted to the game. But that same day, Alex, Marty, and Melman find out their zookeeper is showing off dinosaur skeletons. Yeah. And so they use the pipes to go to this museum where the dinosaur skeletons are. And they're just looking around the museum, but Gloria's too focused on her game, and she accidentally knocks over some of the dinosaur pieces. I don't remember much about this episode in particular.
I was about to say, how are you that stupid to knock over a bunch of well, dinosaur skeletons, just because you're focused on a very tiny screen.
Yeah. I mean, it could have worked
mean-
if maybe it was a commentary about how people are addicted to their screens, but nope, that's too complex for a kiddie show.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, so and then but from what I remember, they actually managed to fix the dinosaur skeletons in time for the zookeeper's presentation, which I'm like, what the fuck? You're animals. You're animals. Some of you have hooves. How are you working together? Especially when Hippo Chungus is playing her game.
True.
Oh, but it gets even better. I just remembered actually, because I think the game Gloria was playing was some Tetris thing, and I guess that's somehow connected to putting the dinosaur bones back together.
Oh dear.
That's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, it is. I'm losing brain cells just by thinking about this fucking. And I still gotta watch the Halloween special at some point.
Oh dear. I pray the best for you.
Don't count on it. Just don't. So yeah, that's Madagascar a little wild. I hate it. And you know what, DreamWorks?
I can't say I blame you.
You know what, DreamWorks? If you renew it for season 2, I will never see another one of your movies in theaters again. That includes Shrek 5.
That's a bold claim.
And that is a really bold claim, saying as you are the DreamWorks dude.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, that's another thing I want to get into. A quick little lightning round of other stuff that DreamWorks has in the works. Because let me tell you, they've been... I hate to be negative about them, but they've kind of been selling out lately.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, you remember The Croods from a couple years ago?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're making a sequel to it.
That.
Yeah, they're making a sequel 7 years late, and they just dropped a trailer for it. I mean, I guess it looks fine, because, I tend to be more forgiving towards these kind of films. Yeah, so, and you know what? But here's the thing, like, I thought the first Croods was pretty average, so I'm kind of worried about this one.
No, I follow you.
Yeah, so, and, yeah, but yeah, that's the thing with DreamWorks, sometimes with DreamWorks, their sequels end up being improvements. Like, a lot of people, I think we can all agree, like, Shrek 2 is the best of the Shreks.
Yeah.
And then I've heard people call Madagascar 2 the best one, which I kind of beg to differ. And then Kung Fu Panda 2, How to Train Your Dragon 2. I've heard people say Trolls World Tour is better than the first. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so Croods A New Age. It's about them meeting a new family who's more advanced than they are. So there's...
really?
Concepts.
Yeah, so there's going to be more gag potential in there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's coming out... that's coming out Thanksgiving weekend.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. So it's coming out pretty soon.
Before it becomes available on a streaming service.
Well, actually, that's the funny thing. Universal actually struck a deal with AMC Theaters to run it in the movies first, and then 2 weeks later send it to streaming.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just until this you-know-what dies down.
Recent events.
Yeah. And then, then here's another thing DreamWorks announced recently. On March 26th of next year, they're going to be making a sequel to The Boss Baby.
Oh, God, why?
Yeah, because people demanded it.
No.
Yeah.
And the title of the movie is Boss Baby Family Business.
Gross.
Yeah, it's about... Yeah, so that kid that was in the first Boss Baby?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a grown-up now. And you know who's playing the grown-up version of him?
Who?
Tom from the Sonic movie.
Oh, man.
Why?
Yeah, James Marsden. Because, he was... In the first one, the grown-up version of him, he was like the narrator. He was actually played by Tobey Maguire in the first one.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, but now they got James Marsden. I guess he's selling out now after Sonic.
I mean, that movie did make
and then he's got a daughter of his own, and then she has a baby sister, and the baby sister is pretty much the new boss baby. And the boss baby from the first one is a grown up now, but see, him and Tim, they've grown apart recently, and so they have to reunite to bring the family together and get the sisters to get along, and and there's a villain in there as well.
Yep.
So it's basically a rehash of the first movie, except that extra dad element.
Oh.
Yeah. So hence the title, Boss Baby Family Business.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, and then the parents from the first one are coming back, so I'm sure they'll be old and wrinkly. And then they also announced a title. You remember a couple episodes? Well, actually, with Boss Baby, like they only announced it as Boss Baby 2. They announced the Family Business subtitle recently.
Oh.
And then you may remember, like I think around this time last year, I told you they were doing a follow-up to Spirit.
Yeah.
Actually,
I vaguely recall that.
Actually, real quick, who here has heard of Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron?
That's an old movie, right?
Yeah, the one with the horse.
I think so. I remember seeing it on trailers when I had the VHSs of some Madagascar movies, or not Madagascar, DreamWorks movies.
Yeah, like you remember Spirit was about some horse and there was a narrator on it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, and there was an Indian with him, and yeah, so they made a TV show based off that series, but because it's about horses and shit, it's targeted towards little girls.
Right,
of course.
Yeah, Spirit Riding Free, it's called, and then like they're making a second Spirit movie, but it's gonna take more from the show.
My God.
And then while DreamWorks hasn't officially...
That's surprising.
Yeah, while they haven't officially announced this title, some trademark thing got leaked, and it's apparently called Spirit Untamed. Yeah, and apparently what happens in the movie is that Spirit gets captured by some rustlers, and the girls have to save her. Or him,
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, to come to think of it,
I don't really have much to say about that. Just rip.
And we're getting some movies based off kiddie shows next year, like the Spirit thing, and then next year Paramount's doing a Paw Patrol movie.
Why?
I hear they did a JoJo reference in that show.
And I don't remember that.
On Twitter. On Twitter, there was a whole screenshot of some characters from the show doing JoJo poses.
Yeah.
What? Oh, what?
Yeah, okay.
I'm not joking.
Yeah, I guess I can image flash that.
I gotta look at that after this.
Wondering what those poses are from, then they end up finding out they're from a show called JoJo. And they end up trying to watch it, and their parents are like, "You're not supposed to watch it."
Unless they're the kind of parents that say, "Oh, little Billy, you can watch YouTube. I'm sure you can watch YouTube Kids. There won't be any minions cutting their fingers off."
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Even though JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is a really good show.
Well, yeah, but YouTube, they mark anything that's a cartoon for kids.
Yeah, I've been watching season 1 with a friend, and it's really good.
Yeah, actually, a quick tidbit about the Paw Patrol movie. I heard they actually, because they with these movies they cast celebrities. Yeah, apparently Kim Kardashian's playing one of the characters.
What?
Ew.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, and it still baffles me that Paramount wants to give that a wide release, but they want to shaft fucking Sponge on the Run.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah, not just that, but also Rumble, which actually got delayed. And actually, funny thing with Rumble's new release date, it actually, it's actually coming out the same day as Spirit now for some reason.
Ready? Oh, fuck, more competition. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
And hey, you know what? Hey, maybe by the time this video goes up, they'll change the release date.
I highly doubt it.
It could happen. Anyways, yeah. So that's all I wanted to say regarding Stinkworks. Yeah, I just got the mental image in my mind of Donkey saying to Shrek, "Shrek, you gotta stop being such a fucking sellout."
Wow.
Like that'll ever happen.
That was a good impression, by the way.
Thank you. But yeah, I want Shrek 5, not this shit. And
Can't say I blame you.
yes, okay. You wanted to mention a few things that also make you go ew.
Yeah, this isn't just for me, but I think for all of us, sponsorships.
Specifically YouTube sponsorships.
Oh yeah, because here's the thing, I don't mind sponsorships. I don't mind people getting money for, making content and such. My problem is mostly where it lies in the video.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you put it at the end of the video, that's okay.
Yeah.
Such as at the beginning of the video, I'm gonna just skip all the way to where the video properly begins.
Or worst case,
If it's in the middle of the video, I'm just clicking off it right then and there.
I'll just click off either way, to be honest. If you're gonna put it in the beginning or middle, at least put a timestamp of when the video itself starts or goes back or whatever.
Yes. Yeah. How I would do it is that I would just briefly mention, we're being sponsored, and then I'll talk about it at the end, and then talk about what it's about. So that way it would be super fast.
People do that at the beginning. They said that this video is sponsored, and then they just say at the end of the video, "I'll tell you more."
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I know, like Shea Frillas does that a lot, but there was one exception where he did it at the beginning just because. That was actually his Emperor's New Groove analysis, and if it weren't for the fact that the video was about Emperor's New Groove, I would have clicked off. Yeah, and
I would have clicked off.
Yeah, and I know because one YouTuber I've been getting into recently is Cat Icarus. Are any of y'all familiar with him?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's a gaming channel. He always puts his ads in the middle.
PlayStation ones.
Yeah, he always puts his ads in the middle. Like the British guy, he always puts his ads in the middle. And I hate that. Like, and then Uncle Al, he puts them at, like, his latest video, Pat for Prez.
Oh yeah, Uncle Al. I want to briefly mention his latest sponsorship that he did.
Yeah, Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah, for his voting, parody.
Pat for Prez.
With Patrick and Larry the Sea Cucumber.
Oh, wait, okay, yeah.
Half the video is dedicated, at the start of the video to the halfway mark, it's entirely dedicated to Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah, I was complaining about that.
Yeah, and also, did you say...
Once I found out it was half the video long, I clicked off. I'm sorry. I don't care about the video at that point. If half your video is just going to be dedicated to a sponsorship, no thank you.
Which is a shame, because I actually thought the video... Because I watched the full video, and I actually thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, but I was
like Uncle Al, but I'm not a big fan of what he did for that.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed. I thought we were going to get like a 6-minute video of his skits and stuff, and it was just most of it, or not most of it, but a big chunk of it was just an ad that I didn't really care for, especially since the joke that he did for it, wasn't even that creative. It was something that I've seen like many times. Something dark and dangerous is going to happen.
Yeah.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah, actually, funny story. Because it was the narrator like the newscaster fish doing it, I thought, ooh, maybe this voice will make it better. It did not.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Because he kind of dragged it out, again, for half the video. And you know what? Can I say something about these sponsorships? I have thoughts on them myself.
All right.
Sure.
Like, why are they putting them in the beginning and the middle? Are they like, is there some kind of, like, if anyone's watching this video, could you please fill me in on this? Is there some sort of like contract thing where the sponsors like insist that they put ads at the beginning and middle of videos?
I think they do it.
I don't think they're even going to answer.
So like,
I don't think they're even going to answer you about that.
Because if they put it at the end, odds are you're just going to click off. Like, that's what I do. I know. Like, oh, there's an ad? Okay,
Yeah.
well, this video is done for me. I'm going.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the
Because
first.
here's the thing, Ethan.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
Just here's the thing, Ethan. I don't think you're going to get an answer out of that. People don't really talk about the money they make off YouTube videos or their sponsorships.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying
Stuff
if
like
somebody
that's
knew
usually
like
kind of
firsthand.
private.
Oh, well, yeah, I get that, but you know, people be leaking out there.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not
What were you saying,
I'm not
Jordan?
encouraging leaks, by the way. I'm just saying.
Anyways, like I remember the first time I heard of I think it might have been the first time I've heard of Raid Shadow Legends was through JonTron, and the ad was directly at the beginning of the video.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, but like, see, it almost feels like the sponsors, like, it's almost like it's in their contract to put ads at the beginning. That's what it feels like to me. It never comes off as something that the content creators want to do, but rather something the sponsors want to do, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I suppose. And since my channel is actually getting pretty big now, I might have to start worrying about getting sponsors asking to, put this in your video.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, I'm going to say no.
Okay. So that's understandable.
I don't want to take the extra time and effort to edit something into my video to make a sponsorship. I don't care about the extra money. YouTube's just a hobby.
So, and you also don't want to sell out.
Right. I don't want to be a sellout either.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a shill.
Yeah. You don't want to go on a downward spiral.
No, I don't. If I want to make money, well then I'll just do it the legitimate way.
Yeah, by having a real job.
Yes. But, anywho, as I was saying before we ventured off to channels that do sponsorships, if it's at the end of the video, fine. I could care less. I'm going to click off anyway, regardless, because that's the end of the video.
Gives you that option.
Yeah. Plus, most of YouTube only cares about your watch time. By the time the video is over, you've pretty much given the algorithm what it wanted.
Yeah.
So by that point, who cares?
Yeah.
I guess another thing that I wanted to briefly bring up was something about fan bases. At the time we were, I think it was Terminal Montage we were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And his recent Kirby and the Amazing Mirror short. It was not even short. It's instinctive for me to call it a short. I'm sorry. But he brought up this one comment saying that the Christian Kirby joke is getting old, and his entire comment section and Twitter just blew up saying, why would anyone think that this joke is wholesome? How dare you have a different opinion?
Oh, those people.
Yeah. Just why? Why? People are allowed to have different opinions. I don't like the Christian Kirby joke either.
Yeah, but yeah. I agree with you.
Yeah, it's okay to like and dislike things, but
don't be an ass about it.
Just let them like things, let them dislike things. Like, who cares? It's not affecting you anyway.
Yeah.
The first time it was used, fine. Second time, okay. Third time, no.
Yeah, just don't just do not run jokes into the ground. It'll get old really fast.
Yep.
And he always uses it in the same way, such as, oh, let's use the power of Christ to kill the big bad, or eldritch abomination of final bosses.
Okay.
Just that's all Terminal Montage ever does for the end of his Kirby videos is Mark's soul appears, Kirby, power of Jesus Christ, Mark's soul dies.
Oh no, not the Ree! Oy vey.
He did it with Dark Mind and Dark Mind's soul. Power that he pulls up the comment saying, "I don't like this joke anymore. It's run down to the ground." Kirby gets triggered, activates the power of Jesus Christ.
I can't even be mad at that, to be honest with you.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, fan bases suck. You're right.
Yep.
Actually,
it doesn't even have to be about a game. It could just be about other YouTubers. If they're allowed to have a different opinion, just let them have it. Don't be disrespectful. And the comment that he brought up, it wasn't in mean spirit. He was trying to be, polite about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, I can bring up the cartoon community in this, because they're a big victim of not respecting people's opinions.
Yeah.
I can tell you from personal experience that is the case. Yeah, actually, experience I had with the cartoon community, like back in March when the Pixar movie Onward came out, and I saw it wasn't doing too hot at the box office, I wrote a tweet saying, "Oh, go see Onward, everybody." And you know what most of the comments were filled with?
What?
It's like,
no.
Yeah, just no. And yeah, some said yeah, but the grand majority of people said no, I'm not giving Disney any money and all that shit, which is understandable in a lot of ways. But you know what comments
Plus,
I really...
at the time...
Yeah?
Plus, at the time, the Sonic movie was still out in theaters, and I wanted to go see that for a second run.
Yeah. I mean, look. See, for some of the way these comments were stated, it almost came off as if I was holding a gun to their head, saying to see it.
I hate it when people do that. I think there's opinions like that. It's just okay. I don't really care.
Yeah, and then they try to tell me, bro, why? I remember one comment in particular said, "Bro, why should we give all our money to Disney? I'm just saying, there's other animation out there." You think I'm not aware of that? I talk about cartoons. You think I'm not aware of the fact that Disney isn't the only my favorite studio is DreamWorks, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, and
I think a problem also with that is Twitter. Twitter doesn't really allow you to type very much, so people can take what you say out of context.
Yeah, and then you were saying, Brody?
Yeah, your name used to be Animation Nintendo Fan.
Yeah, back when I was brain dead into thinking. Remember that era?
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
but my point is, Twitter doesn't allow you to type very much unless you want to do like a twit longer or do a twit thread.
I'm actually working on a twit.
Nobody's going to really read those.
I'm working on a twit longer, actually.
Actually,
and let's be honest, nobody even really...
Yeah, go on.
Sorry.
No, go on.
Nobody even really reads those unless it's like a controversy or something.
Smash community.
Yes.
Well,
you were saying, Console?
One time I was arguing about something, and I know the Twitter, because I like to argue personally. I'm actually thinking about not arguing on Twitter because of the whole Twitter thing, the limit. But so I just made a small thread of 3 comments replying to each other, talking about the same thing. And this one person argues on the first one without letting me finish the other ones. And it's like I said you could at least wait till I'm done so you understand what I'm talking about. And he said, "No, type faster." And that
oh
and
my
that really
God.
made me mad because first of all, you're reading my comment. You're already typing it in. I can't type faster than what you look on the thing. You have to wait till the thing.
They want you to type as fast as the Flash can compute E equals MC squared.
But even the Flash couldn't compete with that.
Yeah, you're already going to be replying to that comment already. You're going to be typing it in before I'll be able to finish the rest of it. So I can't do that anyways. And then second of all, you're just gonna look like an idiot because you're probably not gonna know what I'm talking about. Because the comment I was posting wasn't even relating to the main thing. I just like it was basically how I felt about something else that was relating to that comment. But he took it like I was trying to argue with his comment there. Even though like at the end I said I really don't care about this part, but this part is actually kind of wrong or something like that. I'm not sure if I'm explaining that correctly. But
I kind of get the gist.
Yeah, basically I wasn't even talking about that point that he brought up. It was a different point, but he took it like it was that point. It was until the very end, which revealed that I wasn't actually talking about that. And if he actually waited to my whole thing, my full point, if he actually read my entire comment thread, then he would understand, and he'll be able to understand me better, and give me his argument on it. But no, let's just ignore that.
Yeah, let's just grasp at straws.
He's just wasting my own time. He's wasting his own time, and I'm like, okay, if you're not gonna at least be patient about it, then I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm not gonna worry about it. It really, I absolutely hate it. That's for sure. I don't think I'll be arguing on Twitter anymore, just because of the twit thing. They have to limit.
Yeah, and plus, people on Twitter are just plain jackasses in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people think they have to take everything super objectively,
Yeah, trying to set a moral high ground.
Yeah, it's just optimal,
Yeah.
Console.
Yeah.
This whole thing that you brought up, it made me think of something like this. A console starts a Twitter thread. It doesn't even get past the first comment. Some dude, you're too slow. Console.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically me.
Yeah, and I don't like to use this word a whole lot, but those kind of people, I'm just gonna say this once, and maybe if it's controversial, I might edit it out. But these people are snowflakes.
Yep, your whole thing is trying to change my mind, but you're not going to change my mind if you're not going to understand what I believe in. That's exactly what I mean.
Oy.
Because I might not even be disagreeing with you. I could be agreeing with you, and you just don't know.
Yeah, because you just want to be in the right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone thinks they're hot shit nowadays.
Yeah.
It's over, console. I have the moral high ground.
Well, good for you. I'm going to go to bed now.
Don't try it.
Hold on, let me get my my crafting tools ready.
There
you go.
See, yeah, I don't like fandoms. I don't think anyone in here really does.
And today's is suck.
No.
No.
I guess if we want to talk about more stupidity, I briefly wanted to bring up Mortal Kombat X for just a little bit. Because I recently played through the entire story mode for my channel. And man, everyone likes to say NetherRealm Studios, they do really good stories in their fighting games. I'm going to tell you, they're not. They're not very good. There are quite a few tropes that NetherRealm Studios likes to pull during their story modes. Like in Injustice 1 and in Mortal Kombat X, they pull the let's attack the guy one at a time trope during cutscenes to justify a character battle.
Mm-hmm.
Like Chapter 3, Kung Jin, they beat the first guy, and then Ferritor comes out because they want to, kick the good guys' asses. Each one of the good guys goes at him one at a time, and they get their ass kicked by Ferritor, only till Kung Jin is left, and then he mops the floor with Ferritor. That kind of trope.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing, Chapter 10 in Mortal Kombat X. with Raiden. He tries to recollect something from his past when he was friends with Kung Lao and Liu Kang. It starts off with a retcon from the last game's story. With a whole 20 years earlier, and apparently they shoehorned Devora, one of the new characters in Mortal Kombat X, who is not in Mortal Kombat 9 or any previous Mortal Kombat game, mind you. She just shows up and is retconned into that scene.
What?
Because they gotta justify having the new character around. It's just a little bit stupid and kind of head scratcher, because Devora never existed before Mortal Kombat X.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What else? I'm trying to remember something. Oh yeah, one of my other points. I get that Mortal Kombat 9, X, and 11, it's part of a whole reboot canon. And that's cool, but don't retcon a character like Devora into existing, even though she's never existed prior to any Mortal Kombat story.
Okay.
Chapter 5 with Sonya Blade. She finds 25 years earlier, she finds Quan Chi's fortress. Quan Chi turned all the good guys into zombies who are obedient to him. Like all the Earth Realm good guys, they're under his control. And Quan Chi brings in Jax, Sub-Zero, and Scorpion to help him deal with Sonya Blade. Only after Raiden comes in and helps Sonya Blade and Johnny Cage. Oh yeah, because Johnny Cage, he's apparently a big shot superhero in this game now, even though he always gets his ass kicked in story cutscenes.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Cage gets stabbed by Jax and is about to die. Raiden saves him from dying and stops him from becoming a revenant. Only after Sonya Blade steps on Quan Chi's ballsack.
Oh.
Damn, alright.
Yeah. Yeah. She stops the evil Quan Chi from turning Johnny Cage into a revenant by stepping on his nuts.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
So after Raiden saves Johnny Cage by, and I quote, coupling Quan Chi's dark magics to his own, he was able to restore Johnny Cage, Sub-Zero, Jax, and Scorpion back to the realm of the living.
Okay.
Tell me that doesn't sound stupid.
I can't really comprehend that crap.
I can't say I blame you. First time you go through it, you can't really comprehend what the fuck is going on.
Yes.
NetherRealm Studios just likes to pull this shit out of their ass.
Yeah, as it's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, would you really be shocked if they improvised this?
Not really. And here's another thing. This all happens in the NetherRealm, where Quan Chi is supposed to be at his strongest, because, it's hell. He was born in hell.
Yeah.
And all this happens, and Quan Chi gets his ass whooped. In the present day, in Jax's chapter, Quan Chi, he's still in the NetherRealm, mind you. Mm-hmm. He's getting ready to release Shinnok from his imprisonment. And you know why they justify Quan Chi being weak in the NetherRealm?
I don't know. Why is that?
Because Earthrealm Special Forces Army guys shoot Quan Chi while he's riding on a horse, and he falls over.
What?
Yeah. Some random Special Forces mook shoots Quan Chi's horse, Quan Chi falls over, and he has to be protected by his revenant zombie friends like a pregnant lady crossing the street.
Ugh.
Oh.
Yeah. And for those who are wondering, yes, that is a reference to Sonic Ha XD and his Quan Chi sucks video. He gets weaker in the NetherRealm because someone shoots him while he shoots his horse and he falls over. And then Jax takes Quan Chi and captures him. Dude, that's just some of the stupid things that I felt like bringing up for Mortal Kombat X. There's another channel who did a whole hour-long video of how MKX's story sucks. It's the fourth snake. He did a whole hour-and-a-half long video of a Mortal Kombat XL critique. So yeah, if any of you ever think like Smash Bros. Or Dragon Ball Fighters has a terrible story mode, I would gladly like to introduce you to Mortal Kombat X's story mode.
Yeah.
Yes, we know you're stuck in the horse dimension, Ethan. Well, while we wait for Ethan to get out of the horse dimension, Infinite, wasn't there something else you wanted to discuss?
Yes. To continue my tradition of what I usually do, I'm going to talk about more Kamen Rider Saber, because why not? Well, since my internet was out,
Because you missed out on
5 episodes to talk about. Anyways, we left off on episode 2, but we're going to episode 3 now. I'll try and describe them as vaguely as possible, not just reading off the Rider Wiki. So basically, episode 3, Toma's childhood friend comes to visit him. They meet together again, and all of a sudden, there's a monster attacking. Toma and Rintaro go out to stop it. Boom! Mysterious Rider comes out, defeats him with his big ass sword, and finds out, oh yeah, that dude's a dad. So, Dad Rider, I guess. Yeah, basically, like, then one of the monsters takes out a blank one to ride book, opens it, boom, like part of the city just disappears, and Kamen Rider that's the Kamen Rider Buster, hence the whole Buster sword gimmick. His son disappears within the disappears because he found the blank book and opened it. That means he disappeared somewhere. Basically, Soma Rintaro and Rio, that's his real name, they go out to stop the monster. They defeat it, expecting Rio's son to come back, and it doesn't come back. Episode ends on a cliffhanger. Anyways, episode 4 obviously leaves off where episode 3 left off, with Sora, Rio's son, disappeared. Toma makes a promise to Rio, and Rio calls bullshit. Then basically they somehow find they find the place where all these people are being held captive, and they defeat the monster. But then after they defeat the monster, a new spooky rider comes out. Is Kamen Rider Caliber is going to stop Saber and Blades. Then all of a sudden, a new rider pops out of nowhere. Kamen Rider Espada. They end up fighting for a bit. Then the episode ends. Now we go to episode 5. We find out that Espada ended up being Toma's childhood friend Kento, and basically, we find out in episode 6 that Caliber is Kento's dad. Yeah.
Talk about daddy issues, ladies and gentlemen.
Hooba dooba.
There are a lot of Rider series with evil dad writers. And yeah, basically, getting introduced to this guy named Ren, who is a part of the sort of logos. He ends up and we find out that he's he's another Kamen Rider called Kamen Rider Kenzan, who is all hyped up and ready to fight and shit. I guess that happens in that episode.
Mm-hmm.
Episode.
He's your
7.
typical fight boy.
Yep.
Fight boys.
Then this has kind of some plot detail, I guess. But basically, in this episode, I forgot. Last episode, something happened to where Toma can't unsheath the sword from his belt to transform. So they have to go to some mysterious place called Avalon to try to break the seal. And what happens is Toma uses the power of King Arthur via the King of Arthur won the ride book. Yeah, they have to be legally distinct with these titles.
Oh my god.
It's kind of like how Peter Pan is Peter Fantasista.
They're bringing fairy tales into this now?
Yeah, I know. The series is about...
They gotta make it so...
They gotta make
it so it doesn't sound exactly like what they're trying to reference.
Yeah, they heavily imply it is. They just don't want to say the name because they'll get sued.
Yeah, it has all the subtlety of a cannonball to the nutsack.
Yeah. Anyways.
It has all the subtlety of a Sonya Blade crushing Quan Chi's nutballs.
Yeah. Anyways, Toma does end up breaking the seal and uses the power of King Arthur to defeat a monster. But earlier in the episode, Blades goes through some intense training to reach the power of 3 books, and use its power or something. And next episode. Episode 8, the most recent episode that premiered, last week? And
So
basically...
At this point, we're pretty much getting caught up.
Yeah. And then episode 8, Toma returns from Avalon with the King of Arthur book, and for some reason, he wants to try and, Caliber is wanting Toma to, unleash King of Arthur's true power, and he ends up getting all caught up about it. And basically, the monster of the week this episode is based on what was it? Let me look. Basically, it was like Medusa. It's like can't look in its eyes or else it'll be turned into stone. Which Buster ends up doing. He gets turned into stone, and basically they all Saber, Blades, Kenzan, and Espada end up defeating all the monsters. Saber ends up. The funny thing about this, Saber does end up using the true power of the King of Arthur book. Basically, he gets another sword with it. And the thing is, the sword turns into a giant mech. And the crazy
Sounds
shit.
epic.
Yeah, the crazy shit they come up with.
Yeah.
These shows.
And you brought up stones earlier, and I want to make a joke. Hey Mario, remember when Kamen Rider was turning people into footballs?
It's a stone, Luigi.
It's a football!
You didn't make it.
Anyways, Brody, you were saying?
Anyways, that other sword called, King Excalibur, becomes a giant mech, which ends up using Saber himself as a sword. Which is fucking insane. I guess I'll put image flash right here, I guess.
Okay. And you can provide me with an image if that's okay?
Yeah, I'll do that in a second.
Okay. No, you don't have to do it now, because we're recording.
Yeah. Saber, or no, whatever. Buster ends up getting freed from the stone. Everyone's all chill now. Yay. And that's basically Saber caught up to this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I know.
Sounds like quite a lot to grasp at the moment.
Firmly grasp it!
I vaguely described stuff, and I think I did leave some stuff out.
When he said using Saber himself as a sword, I remembered that I instinctively thought of the Squidward's house turns into a giant mech meme, whatever it is.
Security system takes control of Squidward's house!
Oh my god!
I mean, can you blame me?
No.
Well, I guess that's all we have time for today.
Yeah. We still didn't get to
lengthy.
reread the Direct Leak. I need to show people where Nintendo was back in 2015.
We already did that one episode ago, plus it's getting a bit lengthy.
I know. I'll be a good boy.
Well, as for what we have planned for next episode, it won't be multi-topical. It won't be on multiple topics. Rather, it's going to be on one entire thing.
We're not going to say what it is, I don't think, are we?
Nah, but I'll just give you a little guess as to what it'll be. It's about a certain blue rodent.
Okay, I can do that.
And we'll let Console Warrior get back to doing what he's doing. So, any closing remarks on your end, Console?
Yep. I do want to say that if you're questioning my credibility as a reviewer on video games, I have gone to college for more than 3 years in game art and design. However, I had to leave because the school decided to close, so I can't really finish it with that school. But yeah, I do reviews and stuff. Basically, what I said in the fan base sucks portion, where I was like, let people like things and let people dislike things. That's what kind of things I do. And if you I tell you what game a person would like this, what kind of person would like this game, and how it can improve on that. So that's basically what I do.
Yeah. That's cool, actually.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, you were saying?
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Huh.
I just want to say that
I'm glad we could have you on here.
Yeah, I just want to say that I'm happy to have me. I'm glad that you let me have me here. Oh man, I'm glad that you. I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad that you let me come back a second time. I'm really honored.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Honestly, part of the reason why I wanted to have guests on the podcast is to help out smaller channels and other content creators.
And I very much appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. Plus, you're a chill dude.
Yeah. We like you, Console Warrior.
Yeah, you're cool.
If we had you on for any more episodes, people would think you're part of the permanent cast.
Yeah. I understand that.
Well, until next time, this is Lightning Cayo, signing off. Ciao.
This is Bumpy Gaming, going back under the bed.
And this is InfiniteGates, and I'm cutting contact.
And this is the Console Warrior, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.
And before it's all over, remember, there are fates worse than death.